TV. I forgot to introduce ourselves earlier. I'm Randy Altman, the editor of Post Magazine.
And I'm Mark Loftus, the senior editor of Post Magazine.
Welcome back. We are here with Tony Fox and Eric Valadares from Roden Schwartz, formerly DVS. So why don't we actually just jump into that? When were you acquired, and how does that affect your day-to-day, or does it not?
As far as when we were acquired, about a year and a half ago, Roden Schwartz, which is a German-based company, acquired DVS. This is DVS Worldwide. And so that transition or integration into the Roden Schwartz organization has been ongoing for about a year and a half. In July of this year, the U.S. operations for DVS actually was fully integrated into Roden Schwartz America. So for all intents and purposes, Eric and I are Roden Schwartz America employees. The actual transition has gone incredibly smooth. We're really thrilled with what's occurred over the last year and a half or so. As far as what was kind of the catalyst for the acquisition, Roden Schwartz was really looking to expand its footprint in the broadcast arena. And they looked at what DVS was doing in terms of its product line, its development, and so forth, and felt that we would be an ideal acquisition for them. And also the fact that there was a lot of synergy. We're both German-based companies that were really born out of Germany many, many years ago. And so from a culture standpoint, it actually worked out really quite well. So one of the interesting things to add, though, is that even though the catalyst was really for what we were doing, pushing into broadcast, after the acquisition, they saw the really strong brand that we had in post-production, and they decided that, hey, there's a lot more to the company.
So you guys are in town for the CCW show, correct?
That's correct, yes.
Eric, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you have at the show?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're showcasing our Venice product. We have quite a lot of interesting new features and functionality on the Venice side. We have a new schedule application, a new GUI interface that we're showing on our Venice, which is our media production hub. So it's somewhat of a broadcast server on steroids, doing transcoding, ingest, playout, and also transformative material as well as transwrapping. In addition to that, we have our Clipster, our flagship product. Clipster obviously keeps evolving with new features, new functionality. We have support for the Sony f/65 camera. We're supporting high frame rate and creation of digital cinema packages, which will be used on a number of upcoming features. So really exciting stuff there. In addition to that, the entire tool set continues to grow and gets a revamp as well. So gives you in a nutshell a short overview of the products.
Is that the challenge, just that you have so many cameras coming out each year and to get them into your workflow so that you're relevant for the different productions that are taking place?
Absolutely, yeah. The challenge is always that we have.
All right, did we lose it?
Oh, this thing here?
There you go.
How's that? Is that better, everyone? Good, sorry. Okay, we're back.
The question
what he said
was
was really, really great.
Yeah.
And,
I'll rephrase the question. It was about integrating all of the new cameras, compatibility with the new cameras every year. Is that where the challenges come for you to stay?
Yes, yeah, there's obviously a couple things in the dynamics of that. Number one is we have all these various cameras that emerge every year, new formats, new functionality, all the various tweaks that the cameras do, keeping consistent, keeping up to date with all the technologies. One of the things that we do is we do all the processing within our own hardware. So we have FPGA cores on our boards to do everything in real time or even faster than real time. So we have to constantly go in and update and modify this to keep up with the current cameras and all the new features and all the new functionality, the new rasters as well.
And just to add to that, actually this is something that you were talking about, adapting to the new cameras. So basically what's happened, Clipster, which is the product Eric mentioned a moment ago, we're really well known for the speed and the quality at which we can process these raw camera files and so forth. But one of the things, the dynamics in the business that occurred was that because there were so many cameras that were coming onto the market, we needed to be able to continue to deliver this speed and performance and get it out into the marketplace. So one of the things, the really relevant things that we did around Clipster was that we actually totally modified and changed our render pipeline. So the actual way that we manage the raw camera files is different today than it was as recent as 6 months ago. And part of that is doing it within the best operating hardware process that's available. So it could be our hardware that we developed, or it could be traditional CPUs or GPUs, things like that. So in essence, what we're able to do is adapt much quicker and immediately, quite frankly, to some of the new camera formats that come out on the market, and be able to deliver that to our customers.
Great. Speaking of customers, can you mention a few?
So, well, we have, actually, let's talk a little bit about New York. So, and we actually, quite honestly, we try not to be specific about which customers, but we have a number of Clipster systems. We actually have all of our products here in New York City, or at all of the main post-production facilities and at major broadcasters and so forth. And that's indicative of really our customer base throughout the whole world, really. So.
What do you see as a growing market now for your products, worldwide even?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I think it's really not specific to one product. So one of the things that we've talked a lot about already is we talked about Clipster and we talked about our Venice product. So the Venice product on the broadcast side, the Clipster product on the post-production side. But another area that we're really strong in also is our storage systems. So one of the things that we're finding is that whether it's our Venice product or our Clipster product, as soon as we go in and we really provide that part of the solution, it immediately gravitates into how are we really going to be able to store, manage, access data much faster, more efficiently, with higher performance. So that tends to be sort of a gravitational thing where, when we go in and we start talking about really analyzing a customer's workflow, and by the way, that's really what we're about, is really understanding and really being able to provide a solution wrapped around how can we really best address the customer's workflow requirements. So that's really the very first thing that we do. And then in and around that, we wrap a solution that's really custom tailored towards that requirement. And sometimes that might be a storage system that would be a part of it.
A combination of all of them together to build the whole DVS Roden Schwartz ecosystem. So.
Exactly.
What do you guys see? We're coming toward the end of the year. What do you see for 2013?
Again, a good question. So I don't know. I guess hoping for a lot more business in 2013. Actually, things have been going really, really well for us. We're really encouraged by that. And I guess just more of the same, really. I mean, just continue to grow and have more customers.
Yeah, we have obviously our parent company, Roden Schwartz, which is supporting us, and we have huge growth plans across.